Hello. Today, I would like to review our notes, all the notes that we have learned so far, starting with the low C. I know the last time that I went through this was actually the first video that I shared with you guys. I had a drumstick, remember, at the time. So I'm getting the sense from some of you out there that you would really appreciate another review of all of the notes. All right, so let's start with that low C. And the low C requires that all the holes need to be completely covered. So that means the three up top, right, plus the thumb hole in the back, plus my right hand. Remember, right hand is at the bottom, left hand is at the top. I'm watching you. Okay, left hand only at the top. So the left hand right there. And remember, the pinky in the left hand does not get used. All right, so set up the other fingers. And this is the reason, that last little thing right there, the last little hole, that's the reason why that right hand has to be on the bottom, because if it's not, you're not going to be able to play or cover that hole right there. All right, and the low C should sound like this. And once again, if it doesn't sound like that, then a couple things are going on. Either A, you're not completely covered, all right, or you're blowing too hard, or some combination of both, all right? So everything covered. All right, so the low D, remember we have two Ds, and we have two Cs for that matter too as well, but the low D is everything except that little pinky right there. So it's your top fingers, top three fingers plus the thumb hole, and those three fingers right there. And still continue to blow very softly. All right. Next, we have E. E, just once again, take off one more finger. So you got these three up top plus a thumb hole and two fingers. Next, we have F. All right. So F is top three fingers, thumb hole, and just one. All right. And then the easier notes, remember when we're playing those, the right hand goes down at the bottom, okay, holding right all the way down at the bottom, so that way I'm not getting in the middle of any of those holes that might affect the sound. So the note G was one of the very first notes we ever learned, okay, three up top, thumb hole in the back. A, just take off one more finger, so you got two up top, thumb hole. B, I like to call them your pinchy fingers, right? You got one up top, thumb hole. And we have the high C. Now high C, if you go back to your A fingerings, the A fingerings, so it's the two fingers up top plus the thumb hole, just lift up that top finger. All right, so that top hole should be exposed. All right, so it's your A fingering with the top hole exposed right there, still with the thumb hole. And the highest note we have is our high D. From there, okay, A fingering, thumb hole, top hole exposed. Just slide down your thumb off the thumb hole, or just lift it off like that, and that is the high D. And that's the only note that does not use the thumb hole. So every other note, that thumb hole is covered up, okay? So that's the only time it is not. All right, so what I thought we'd do now is we'll do similar to the exercises we've been doing for the last couple weeks, but this time I want to divide up each note with 4 beats of rest. So in other words, we're going to do a whole note, which is one note that lasts for 4 beats, all right, followed by a rest, a whole rest, which is a rest, which means silence, for 4 beats. And what that's going to allow you to do is get prepared for that next note. You can be thinking about it ahead of time. And keep in mind, if it's still too fast for you, if you still need more time, just go back and listen to this video, watch this video as many times as you want, okay? So let's give it a try. That's my metronome, and so we're doing 4 beats a piece, and then we're going to take a break in between each note. All right, so 4 beats of rest. All right, we're going to start with one whole note, low C. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Now we're resting 4 beats. Ready? D. Sorry, one more time. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, rest, rest. Now we're on G. Rest, rest, rest. Now A. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, rest, rest. Now C. Rest, rest. Now D, that high D. Rest, 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 rest. All right, so let's go back down. So we're starting with that high D now, and we're going to go right back down to where we were. Ready? Here we go. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. All right, so let's go over some stuff that we were working on last time. Let's do the song Old MacDonald Had a Farm. That's the last one that we were doing. Let's sing it first. Ready? So Old MacDonald. Ready? Let me just turn on my keyboard. Ready? Old MacDonald. Ready? Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. On that farm he had a chick, E-I-E-I-O. With a chick, chick here and a chick, chick there. Here a chick, there a chick, everywhere a chick, chick. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. All right, so now let's just sing the notes, okay? Just make sure, because if you never got the music to this one, which is, I'm sure is a possibility, some of you guys didn't get the music. Make sure you write down the words and then go back and either over top of the words or underneath, just write the notes in, all right? And that'll be much easier for you to follow along. So, like I said, rewind this as many times as you need to make sure you get all those right notes. Let's sing them together. Ready? G, 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 D, E, E, D, B, B, A, A, G, D, G, 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 D, E, E, D, B, B, A, A, G, D, D, G, 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 D, D, G, 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 D, E, E, D, B, B, A, A, G. All right, let's try to play that together. Ready? One. And a little reminder, make sure you set up that low D. We're not starting with that note, but just be ready so you can just drop those fingers, all right? And actually good practice would just be going in between the G and the D. Do that a bunch of times. That'll really help out. And remember, that D needs to be less air than whatever you're giving that G. So I have to really concentrate on putting less air for that D. And you might be able to tell that actually my low D is a little bit softer, all right, because of that. And that's the way it should be. Ready? Here we go. Together. Ready? Old MacDonald. Ready? Excellent. Let's do Juba. All right. So let's go ahead and sing it. Ready? Juba this and Juba that. Juba saw a yellow cat. Juba up and Juba down. Juba running all around. Now go ahead and play it. Ready? Starting on B. Excellent. And let's do that harmony part. Ready? Let's sing it first. Ready? G, G, A, B, B, C. G, G, A, B, B, C. G, G, A, B, B, C. A, G, G, C, C, B. Go ahead, play along with me. Ready? Here we go. And before we go, how about a little oats, peas, beans? Let's play it together, and I'll bust out my metronome again. So oats, peas, beans, starting on the note B. Ready? All right, and some of you have been doing a great job sending me videos. Please continue to keep doing that. It's not a requirement, it's only a request. So I just enjoy hearing you guys out there working hard. All right, so I will see you next week.